What is the multiverse, really? Think of our universe, all its galaxies, stars, planets, your phone, your dog, your weird dreams, your deepest insecurities, your addictions as just one bubble in a cosmic soda. Now imagine that soda has infinite bubbles, each a different universe, all fizzy and floating in some unimaginable space beyond ours. That's the multiverse. In simple terms, the multiverse is the idea that our universe isn't the only one. It's just one patch in a possibly endless cosmic quilt. Each of these patches, also known as parallel universes or alternate realities, might follow the same rules of physics. Or they might toss out gravity, time, or even logic entirely. Some universes might be eerily similar to ours. Same Earth, same stars, while others might be so alien we wouldn't recognize them as universes at all. One might have no stars, and in one of them, maybe you made a different choice last Tuesday, and your whole life looks different now. The key idea is that our known universe, which spans about 90 billion light years, might be just a tiny blip in a much bigger cosmic system we can't even see. A system where countless other bubble verses could exist with their own beginnings, endings, and weird little quirks. The term multiverse first popped up back in 1895, way before Marvel got their hands on it. Way before movies and shows like Rick and Morty, The Flash, Parallel, The One, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, and any other multiverse story Marvel has cooked up. And ever since then, scientists have really been toying with the idea of a multiverse existence. Why was the multiverse proposed, and why do some scientists take it seriously? Let's face it, our universe is kinda suspicious. It's weirdly perfect. Like it's been tailored just right to host stars, galaxies, black holes, waffles, and people who overthink everything at 3 a.m. And that perfection is exactly what raised some scientific eyebrows. The multiverse theory was not born from comic books or sci-fi fan forums, but from actual attempts to solve real, annoying physics problems. Number 1, the universe is too perfect. Our universe has physical constants, things like gravity, the speed of light, and the strength of the electromagnetic force, that are absurdly fine-tuned. Like if gravity were just a tiny bit stronger, stars might not form. If it were weaker, everything would drift apart like a bad group project. The multiverse offers a neat solution. Maybe there are millions or billions of universes out there, all with slightly different constants. Most of them are probably chaotic, lifeless messes, but ours just happens to be the Goldilocks combo, and we're here to notice it precisely because we could exist in it. Number 2 is quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics, particles don't just do something, they do everything until you measure them. The many worlds interpretation takes this literally. Every possible outcome of a quantum event actually happens in a separate universe. So if you flip a coin, one universe gets heads, the other gets tails. It's like a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure story where every choice plays out somewhere. Today you woke up to go to your boring 9-to-5 job, but there's a version of you who didn't go into work and decided to sleep in instead. Sure, it sounds wild, but it helps resolve some of the paradoxes in quantum theory, like Schrödinger's cat. In the multiverse, the cat is both alive and dead, but in different realities. Number 3, cosmic inflation. Back at the beginning of time, like the beginning, the universe is believed to have expanded at ridiculous speeds in a split second. This idea is called inflation, but some inflation models don't just stop at our universe. They predict that this expansion keeps happening elsewhere, spawning other bubble universes over and over. That's called eternal inflation, heavily suggests a multiverse. Number 4, string theory. String theory, which tries to explain all particles and forces as tiny vibrating strings, has so many solutions that each one might describe a totally different universe. Different rules, different particles, maybe even different kinds of time. This whole cosmic menu of possibilities is called the string landscape, and if it's real, it's a multiverse buffet. Number 5, it's better than just because. Without a multiverse, we're left saying, well, the universe just happens to be this way, which is kinda unsatisfying and boring. The multiverse theory gives us a way to explain our universe's weirdly perfect conditions without reaching for supernatural explanations or giving up entirely. In the event, even if we can't yet test it, the multiverse isn't just wild speculation. It pops up naturally in serious theories trying to explain real problems. Some physicists see it as the next logical step in our quest to understand reality, and while others still roll their eyes at it, one thing's clear: the multiverse idea won't be leaving the cosmic stage anytime soon. You're about to feel a lot less special. If you've ever wondered whether a version of you out there is Bill Gates, hit like and subscribe because the multiverse is about to humble you. Let's suffer together. Okay, so we've established that the multiverse might be real, but not all multiverses are created equal. Some are just next-door versions of our own universe, while others are full-blown cosmic fever dreams with different physics, dimensions, or even no time at all. To help us make sense of this interdimensional buffet, physicist Max Tegmark proposed a tidy classification. 4 levels of the multiverse, with each one weirder than the last. Level 1, the quilted multiverse. This is the least wild and arguably the easiest to wrap your head around. Picture space as infinite. It just keeps going, like a never-ending cosmic fabric. Now, if the universe is infinite and matter is randomly distributed, then eventually every possible arrangement of particles will occur. This means somewhere out there, there's another Earth. And another you. Maybe wearing a slightly different shirt. Maybe eating soup instead of tacos. These are technically part of the same universe, but so distant, like billions of light years away, that they're unreachable. So functionally a different reality. Level 2, the inflationary multiverse. Now we're leveling up. According to inflation theory, right after the Big Bang, space didn't just expand. It inflated at super speed. Some versions of this theory suggest that this inflation never truly stops. Instead, different patches of space bubble off, each becoming its own universe. In this view, every bubble could have different physical constants, dimensions, and maybe even different physics altogether. So gravity might be stronger in one, time might behave differently in another. Think of it like the universe baking infinite batches of cookies, and every batch comes out with a new recipe. Level 3, the many worlds multiverse. This one's for the quantum nerds. Level 3 says every time a quantum event happens, like an electron deciding whether to go left or right, the universe splits. One version goes left, one goes right, and just like that, you have 2 universes. This happens constantly. For every quantum decision, creating billions of branching realities every second. In one universe, you hit snooze. In another, you made it to the gym. In another, you joined the circus. They all exist. Somewhere. This level doesn't need extra space like level 1 or 2. It's all happening in the same underlying reality, but the branches are separate and non-interacting. Level 4, the mathematical multiverse. This is where we go full galaxy brain. Level 4 suggests that every mathematically possible universe exists. Not just one that branched off or bubbled up. All of them. If a set of physical laws can be described by math, it's real somewhere. That means universes with totally unfamiliar physics, impossible geometry, or even abstract logic, as long as the math checks out, it exists somewhere. These 4 levels aren't competing theories, though. They could all be true at the same time. The 9 wildest types of multiverses. Theoretical physicist Brian Greene took the idea of multiple universes and gave us 9 flavors of reality. Number 1, the quilted multiverse. Imagine space goes on forever. Like, forever ever. In an infinite universe, every possible arrangement of matter must eventually repeat. Somewhere out there is a version of Earth exactly like ours. And then, one where you're wearing socks on your hands and the Eiffel Tower is made of cheese. These parallel universes don't interact, but they're part of the same grand cosmic quilt. It's like living in a mega-sized IKEA warehouse with infinite rooms and slightly different arrangements. Number 2, the inflationary multiverse. Now things heat up. After the Big Bang, the universe underwent inflation, a rapid expansion. Same theories suggest inflation never completely stopped and kept bubbling off new baby universes. These universes could have different physical laws entirely. Maybe gravity pulls sideways or time loops like a pretzel. Each bubble is sealed off from the others, but together they make up a multiverse foam of reality. Number 3, the brain multiverse. This one sounds like a Marvel plot, and it kinda is. In string theory, we live on a 3-dimensional brain floating in a higher dimensional space. There could be other brains, other universes, drifting beside us but invisible to our senses. And if these brains collide, we get a whole new Big Bang. So technically, we might owe our existence to a cosmic bumper car accident. Number 4, the cyclic multiverse. In this verse, everything old is new again, literally. The cyclic model says universes are born, expand, and then collapse, only to be reborn again, over and over. It's the cosmic version of hitting refresh. In each new cycle, the rules might reset. So dinosaurs could rule one round, humans another, and maybe in the next cycle, intelligent plants run the show. Number 5, the landscape multiverse. This is the string theory playground. String theory suggests that there are 10 to the power 500 possible ways to shape a universe. That's a 1 with 500 zeros. Each of these configurations creates a different version of physics, constants, and forces. Think of it like a recipe book, and each universe is its own dish. Some sweet, some spicy, some weird beyond comprehension. Number 6, the quantum, many worlds, multiverse. You've heard this one. Every time a quantum event occurs, the universe splits. You said yes to coffee? One universe. You said no and went with a smoothie? Another universe. Every choice, every possibility spawns a new branch. Infinite versions of you are out there. One nailed that job interview, another never left your hometown, and somewhere you're a fancy rocket scientist. Anything's possible in the quantum jungle. Number 7, the holographic multiverse. This one gets weird in a good way. The holographic principle suggests that everything we experience, 3D space, time, even gravity, might actually be a projection from a 2D surface. In other words, our universe could be the equivalent of a movie playing out from a flat screen, and other surfaces equals our universes. Number 8, the simulated multiverse. Now we go full simulation theory. This idea says we could be living in a super advanced civilization's video game. And just like you can run multiple tabs on your browser, this civilization might run millions of simulations, each a different universe. In one, dinosaurs never went extinct. In another, the sky is green. Ours, somewhere in the middle, complete with coffee, internet, and existential dread. Number 9, the ultimate multiverse. This is the final boss of multiverse theories. The ultimate multiverse says that every mathematically consistent universe exists. Doesn't matter if the physics is bizarre or the logic makes zero sense. If you can be written down in math, it's real somewhere. It's the most mind-expanding and headache-inducing version of reality. So what does the multiverse mean for you? All right, let's get real for a second. You're not a physicist. Unless you are. Hi. So why should you care about the multiverse? You've got bills to pay, emails to ignore, and a laundry basket that won't fold itself. So what does a universe filled with other universes mean for you? Well, potentially everything. If the multiverse is real, then there could be another version of you out there. Someone who took the job you turned down, married your high school crush, or moved to Paris and opened a bakery. Heck, there might be a version of you that never downloaded that one suspicious app that ruined your phone. You know the one. But beyond just alternate yous, the multiverse messes with our idea of uniqueness. For centuries, we thought Earth was the center of everything. Then we learned we were just a planet orbiting a regular star in one galaxy among billions. The multiverse takes that humility a step further. Our entire universe might just be one of countless others, each with its own stars, laws, and maybe even civilizations. It's like finding out your exclusive VIP club has a billion other locations, and they all have slightly different menus. On a deeper level, the multiverse invites you to see your life not as a fixed story, but as one thread in a massive cosmic tapestry. Every decision you make, every chance you take, it all matters. Even if there's a version of you that made a different choice, this version is living your story. So whether the multiverse is real or just a daydream, It reminds us how strange, wonderful, and unpredictable reality truly is. You're not just a blip in the void, you're a whole possibility in a sea of infinite what ifs. Think about that as you sleep at night.